save, click on create labels. What you want is the labels to be arranged in 2 columns across. It's going to be 4 rows of 8 labels to a page. So let's just select 2 across for now. Next, next. And for each label, we're going to have a heading. So it's going to be called VIP invitation, exclamation mark. So include a center aligned heading in a larger font. So I like to include the headings at this point here. So I've got that. We can center align it afterwards. Okay. Then we need to basically display the fields in the position shown in the following sample. So we're going to have title, space, first name, space, last name. So we're not going to enter any field names. We're simply going to click on the fields to get the data. So title, space. If you don't put spaces in, then all of the information will be stuck together. And then last name. Press enter for the new line. On the second line, you've got address line 1 by itself. Enter. Then you've got the town and the postcode. So town, space, postcode. Enter. Then you've got the member date and TIN. Oops, TIN needs to be on the next line. And because your name, center number and candidate number will appear on each label, we can also include it here as well. So if we come to the bottom, I can type in my name, center number, I'll use 5678, and then candidate number, I'll use 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's click on next. And what do we want to sort by? The sort is going to be into ascending order of last name. So last name. Okay, next. Let's just go back. Yeah, next. Let's just call it labels. Doesn't really matter. Finish. Okay, so I'm just checking the sorts worked out for me. So B, Jenkins, yeah, P and an R. Yeah, that's fine. So we got labels. Let me just zoom out. How many rows do we have? Yeah, it looks like we've got the 4 rows and 8 labels to a page. There's only one mark for fitting the labels, so it doesn't really matter if the size is not correct, as long as you've got 4 rows and 8 labels on the page. What we need to do to the heading is we need to make it slightly larger, bold and center aligned. So to format your labels, you can go to your design view. Let's click on here, and what we want to do is we want to center align it. We want to increase the font size, and we want to make the font a little bit bold. This we can move down slightly, even more so actually. And then if I go to print preview, if you just go to report views, it appears as 1 column, but you need to go to print preview to see it in 2 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, so we got all of the labels. Now, for example, if you go to design view and this is too big or this is too big, and you go to print preview, yep, I know it's not fitting, and you can see some of it's cut off, and now we don't have 80 labels fit into one page. So you can go back to design view, just decrease the size here, decrease the size here, go to print preview, and you can see all of the labels fit in as we expected. So is anything else left to do? So the search criteria we did before, and we checked and it was right. So we selected the right fields, we entered the search criteria, and then we created a label. Okay. When we created labels, we put the fields into the right order, onto the right lines. We put the sort onto the last name, A to Z. We've arranged it in 2 columns, so it's 4 rows and 8 labels per page. We display the fields in the position shown. We got the center heading. You got your name. Is there anything left to do? So we've come basically to the end of the label questions. So, like I said, before you print, just double check, zoom in, and double check to see everything looks right. I'm happy that got the heading on each label, got your name, center number, candidate number on each label. Then we just got the fields displayed together. So this is now ready to print. So this is your next printout for your databases. Okay, and we can close that down.